Welcome back to what's new in Apple Arcade in the month of June, and we have some exciting games to talk about today. Interesting ones again. Every month seems to throw a curveball. There never seems to be a similar game that gets released. There's always different style of games, and like most months, this one has one releasing every Friday of the month, which brings, a new meaning to the weekend. So it's very exciting to have new games drop on the Apple Arcade platform. The first title to come to Apple Arcade is a returning character that has been on the platform before. Meet Frogger, and he is back this time going all Indiana Jones on us, and we'll be heading to the rumbling ruins to complete some puzzles. This first title will be available on all the platforms available on Apple Arcade, that's including the Apple TV. This new puzzling game will have over 100 different levels, and they will vary in different ways. It's a 3D puzzle that's going to throw different angles and perspectives to really make sure you get the most out of this game. You have been asked to guide Frogger through the ruins, manipulating the terrain while also enjoying its well-woven story. It's a single-player campaign, however there is a ton of treasures for you to collect as you go around the ruins to add to your collection. This Apple title is available on all the platforms and is available from today's date. The second game to come to Apple Arcade is another puzzle game, however this is more about relaxing puzzles and jigsaws, and it's also got some themed characters I know a lot of people are going to enjoy. Now this game is only available on iPhone and iPad, but I completely understand it as it is a jigsaw game. It's themed around Disney. There's going to be a ton of Disney puzzles. It's nice to see more Disney coming into Apple Arcade as well, because we've talked about the brawling game, but now we've got something for maybe the more casual fans or just want something a bit more mindfulness that they can put together with their favourite characters. There's also a ton of designs, very vibrant, very colourful, and there's also some Hasbro ones in there. I know that Hasbro used to make board games, but I know they've gone into app development as well, so it'd be nice to see some of the characters from digital games in that application alongside the Disney characters. There's loads of designs, there's daily challenges, there's also a difficulty that you can master so you can choose what you want to have and fine-tune that experience when doing the puzzles. It's one of those games that they don't release a trailer, so I do apologise that I only have screenshots, but this is a plus title coming to the Apple Arcade this Friday, which will be the 10th. The next title that is landing on Apple Arcade is an absolute classic character that is really interesting to see coming back to touchscreens. Cooking Momma is back, and the last time I saw this character was back on the original Nintendo DS. However, she's back again, as I've said, on touchscreen platforms, even on the Mac and the Apple TV, and this title is going to have you brewing, stewing, cooking, chopping your way through a ton of recipes. While on your journey through the kitchen, you will earn some cooking points, and this will allow you to unlock cosmetic items for Cooking Momma herself, or the kitchen that you can customize and have how you like. Learn different ingredients combinations to enhance your recipes, and there's also a ton of more recipes and dishes planned in the future to be added, so there's going to be a continuous content stream coming to that game, which is very exciting because that means that it's always going to keep the player base active. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not the greatest cook, but I wonder if this game can teach you how to replicate some fantastic real meals that you could potentially be able to cook yourself. Now obviously do not try that if you have no cooking experience, but we might try that as a funny video in the future and see how realistic it is. But again, I'm no cooking expert, so it'll be interesting to see how I do and how I play Cooking Momma when that lands on the 17th of June on all Apple platforms. And yes, that is including the Apple TV. I'm really excited to see how that's going to work, but yes, Cooking Momma is coming to TV and all the other platforms on the 17th. And the final game flying onto the Apple Arcade in June is called Air Twister. This is a swipe shooter action-based game where you take on the role of a princess defending her planet from some invaders. This game has an amazing, beautiful colour palette, and the graphics look amazing too. So what a game to finish on, and shows the power of the devices. This is going to look nice on all of them, including the iPhone with the high refresh rate. And of course, as I've not mentioned, it's available on all of the devices from the phones, the iPad, the Mac, and the TV. You'll be able to find something new every time you play within its 12 stages. There's lots of creatures to come up against and bosses to fight against, which is really going to challenge you as you play through this game. This game has also had an awesome soundtrack made for it, with many genres emphasizing how to play and giving you that cinematic experience whether you choose touch controls or controller. So that is pretty much all we have on the Apple Arcade this month. 4 brand new titles that are very exciting to see. They all seem to be very original as well, so we've got no games that we sort of had before in the past. Obviously Frogger's back, which is nice to see, and I will probably be using Momma as my thumbnail, as she is a very recognizable character in the video game industry. It's also been really interesting to see that Apple didn't put any new games out within WWDC being this week and showing off some of the new software, but you know, we're happy with the games that we have. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this month's games, and we shall see you next month to see what's going to be dropping on Apple Arcade.